loved us. So if he loved us first, why do we not love more? Why don't we? That is the question. So I ask you also to turn to Acts chapter 14. We're going to spend a little bit of time here this morning just to drive the point home. Acts chapter 14. Verses 22. Acts 14:22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of God. You think of that word confirm. The very first word of that verse. Confirm implies that the souls of the disciples need strengthening. Does anybody need strength this morning? I mean, obviously that's why we're here this morning. To get our dose of strength from the Lord and from each other. You know, if there was no temptation, no grief, no pain, no afflictions, no loss, no fear, no doubt, then how could the souls of the disciples be confirmed? But guess what? We have all those things. We have all those things. See, we're not made of steel or iron where things just don't penetrate us. Because I don't know about you, but you know, this exterior that people see, it may look tough on the outside, but on the inside, things get in there. We get offended easy. I don't like the color of that paint. You know how churches are. Who picked the color of this carpet? Or the color of these chairs? I don't know why those things matter, but they do. Things affect us. I think of Psalms 22:14. At the last part, it says, my heart is like wax. It is melted in the midst of my bowels. That's my heart. It gets affected. It gets affected. But he told us in John 13:35 to have love for one another. Yeah. You know if someone loves you or not. Do you not? You know when you walk through those doors this morning, people greet you. People, when Dad asks, hey, let's turn around and shake some hands. You know if they really want to shake your hand or not. Do you not? You can kind of tell, like, okay, hey, how you doing? I'm right here. Look at me. Where's the love at? And I'm not trying to speak anything that's difficult this morning. I try to keep things simple because they really are simple when you get down to it. It's not difficult. And I understand we're not always going to get along or agree on everything. But you know what? He still commanded us to have love for one another in the church. So how can a visitor that comes through those doors feel welcome or loved if they don't see that love in our church? That's what he has commanded us to do. You know, because of the world we live in, we carry with us broken hearts, contrite spirits. So we need confirmed. We need support. We need strength each and every day, not just on Sundays. You know, 10 o'clock last night, Dad's texting people, hey, we'd love to have you, having a great service. And it's not about just Sunday. We want to show that love. Because you mattered when we first started, and you still matter now. Right. Are you important? Do you matter? Who are you? I'm not Ty, I'm not Russ, I'm not Brian, I'm not August, I'm not Dawn. Who are you? I am a child of the King. I am a believer in Jesus Christ. Who are you this morning? It is when we are weak that we are made strong. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of times I feel weak. A lot of times I feel weak. Like I said, we have that tough exterior, but inside, we need that strength. Sometimes when we'll get in our little prayer closet and pray and pray and pray. That's one-on-one strength. But you know what? Sometimes we need that person to come alongside of us. As someone you can count on. Amen. To strengthen us, to support us.
Right.
Last verse I want you to turn to is 2 Timothy 2, verses 2. And as we're going to start passing out these little weights for our last illustration, this is what we're going to end with, but we're going to be here for a little while. 2 Timothy 2, verses 2. If you don't want to turn, it's okay, it's on there. But I feel this is where we are at in a church. Discipleship. Discipleship. 2 verses 2 says, "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also." Did you get that? Amen. It says, "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to the faithful man, who shall be able to teach others also." Amen. Do you see the cycle? Do you see the cycle in that? I hear the word. I share the word. Amen. You see how simple that is? Pretty easy, right? I hear it, I share it. I hear it, I share it. When we think about it, this is what we want to do. We want to reach others who will reach others. Does that make sense? Yeah. We want to reach others who will reach others. You know, it's as simple as this. And Ty, we didn't already talk about this as far as an illustration that we were given a couple months ago. It's so simple, but yet people confuse it, how hard it is. You know how it is easy to share what God has done in your life? Yep. Why don't we share more willingly? What holds us back from just sharing what God has done for us? We all have a testimony. Some are just different than others, but guess what? You have a testimony. So I have heard the word. I'm sharing the word, what he's done to me. So has everybody got that little lead weight yet? Everybody got it? Can anybody tell me what it is?
It's a fishing.
Okay. So what do you think when you were given one of these this morning, what it will be for? Okay. So most likely when you were given this little lead weight, you're thinking, okay, I know what it's going to do. You know that Jesus said, I want to make you fishers of men, right? Is that what probably most people thought when they were given this? Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? That's not what we're going to do this morning. But you know what? The same thing that Ty and I went through a while back, the same response that we had. So, you have this little weight in your pocket, made of lead. You know, a lot of times we'll get in front of somebody new that we don't know, but we just, if I tell my story, will they reject me? You know, because we all, at some point, we want to feel wanted. We all do. We hate rejection because we want to be accepted. So what we'll do is like, well, I don't feel led today to share. Well, for us men, you know, we would put something like this maybe on a little keychain and put it on with our keys. Ladies, you may put it in your purse and into the wallet where you clip it there.
Give us a second one. Make great earrings.
There you go. There you go. So all these this morning are made of lead. Okay? So the next time that you don't feel led to share your story, guys, I want you to reach into your pockets. Pull out your keychain. Feel that. Ladies, reach in your purse and pull this out and feel led. You understand? Yeah. Now you are feeling led to share your story.
Right.
So anytime you do not feel led to share, reach in your pocket, grab this weight, and feel led. Now there's no excuses, right?
Yeah.
Because you're feeling led. No excuses. So the question is, who are you this morning? If you know who you are as an individual, then as a church, you know who you are collectively. So what is Victory Baptist Church? Who makes up Victory Baptist Church? What is Victory Baptist Church's purpose? You know, we got a chance to see where we came from. And it was already mentioned, we don't know where we're going. But guess what? God knows.
Right.
God knows. And if you can see God, you will see where you're going. Because you don't have to see exactly what He has in store. All you have to do is see God.
Right.
You know, some years ago, Ty and I were involved in a faith-based fitness company called V2 Fit. And the origin of that was Dad has two ministries, Victory Baptist Church, Voice of Victory Prison Ministry. So obviously you see, victory has a meaning. So I said, well, how can we implement our business into that has victory in it? So obviously, after many days and weeks trying to figure out how can we make this happen, well, we think of visualize, which is to see. Then you think of the word victory. Now, if you look at 1 Chronicles 29:11, who God is, in verses 11 it says, our God is our victory.
Right.
So first you have to visualize victory or see God.